It's not our fault. YouTube's making it difficult.
If you want me to do it, I can fix it.
Live already?
Yeah.
No, it's not that. Like, I can't resend the newsletter.
No.
No, I know the newsletter, but hey, everybody. Sorry, like if anyone's here.
Technical difficulty.
Well, it's weird because it like works and then it doesn't work. Like
we even did a test.
Why would it go vertical after it was horizontal? Is it still horizontal?
Yeah, it's good now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll give it a few seconds here because hopefully everybody. Are you in that old chat, Amy? Can you?
No, because once we cut it off, then it shuts off the chat. So I was typing and then it shut me off.
Oh, sorry, I
But
didn't.
it's fine.
I should have waited.
No, people are here. Chris
If
is
they
here.
could
JP's
hear you,
here.
say,
Hey,
we're gonna
Chris.
switch
Hey,
over, then
JP.
it'll be okay.
Jim Spalding.
Hey, Jim Spalding. Jim's traveling like around.
Yeah,
and
where are
doing
you
fun
at,
stuff.
Jim? We had to restart because, of course, it was horizontal, and then we went live, and it immediately switched to vertical. So we don't know what it is when we use the cell phones. They don't work as well as the camera system that we know a little better. So we're on the phone, the iPhone today because we're in the casting room. So yeah.
Welcome to the casting room.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody will join us that was in the other link. Hopefully it'll pop up and say we're live. So if you're new to the chat, let us know who you are, where you're from. If you are a regular riff-raffer, let us know what's up and what you're up to. We know a bunch of people are on their way back from AAW or got back from AAW. Looks like it was a lot of fun.
Jim's at his daughter's house in Illinois.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
I like it, Jim. I'm glad to hear you're traveling.
Dominican Republic.
Our first Dominican Republic viewer. I mean, he's not from Dominican Republic, but he's in Dominican Republic, so that's good.
That's awesome.
Anyway, I'm Chad. This is Carrie.
Hello.
Amy's on the chat, and Daniel's on the camera. So you guys got a lot of the crew here. Mike is manning the store, so everyone's got a role today. We're just trying to make it happen.
Oh boy, Jamie's already sending super chats.
Oh,
Jamie. What the heck, man? Thank you, by the way.
They can't hear.
Oh, yeah, they can't hear.
Oh, they can't hear.
So Amy is not Mike today, so I'll repeat questions she has. Hey, do you want to grab a couple of those blanks out of those two bins? Maybe just like 2 of each. So just to give everybody a clue on what we're doing today, we're doing some casting with Jake from Jake Blank's Fun Funnel. And this one is a little worse for the wear, but it has character.
What'd you do to it?
I used it, and then I cleaned it. And maybe I didn't clean it correctly because the inside looks worse than the outside. But it still pours resin, so it'll work. And what we're going to do today is we're going to cast neons. We're doing eye candy, plastic pink, Saturn yellow, and UFO green. And we're doing one set in a white base, which is this here, and then one set in a black base, which Carrie has. Black base, white base.
Amy and I entertained each other by coming up with the names for these, so we hope you enjoy.
Oh, this one is called Daytime Rave.
So we can be in bed by 8 is the whole title.
Nice. That's kind of funny, actually. So these blanks are already on the website. We're going to make them today, but we made these a few days ago to have some available. They kind of look pretty cool, actually. I was surprised how different the white and the black make it look. So, Amy, any announcements before we get started?
Yeah. One, shout out to Jamie. JP
Shout out to
Woodwork.
JP.
What up?
Again, Darren and Anita for giving us coffee today.
Thanks
That
for
was
the
really
coffee.
nice.
Your can't say it. Super chats actually went to coffee, so thanks.
Yeah. But no need to super chat.
No.
We just love that everybody's here and
Yeah.
we love our riffraff. The link for next week for Dane is up. It's going to be at 4 o'clock. So if you're like, oh, I won't remember the time change, go set a reminder right now for next week's live. It'll be at 4 p.m. MST instead of 1 p.m. like the live stream usually is. And he's going to turn a live edge bowl, I believe.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
We like to support him as he's like starting out with demonstrating. So that's awesome. The shop is all in disarray, but it's going to be awesome. I will make sure and give everyone a tour once it's done, but we're getting insulation. It's awesome. And oh, I just want to give a shout out to Mike at Record Power because he's on Instagram with
Nice.
Carving by Numbers.
Oh,
So
good.
everybody should go follow him because that is gonna level up all of our games with carving on turned pieces this
Yeah.
year. I was excited. I saw it today. I think he just started it like 2 days ago. So
That's so cool.
Good.
yeah,
Very good.
I think
Yeah.
that's all I have. I might have other things, but
And just a little more on the shop, like our shops are tore up, but in a few days they'll be back together. But like it was, I think on Sunday when I left here, it said it was 113 on the phone, but then in my truck it said 117. It felt more like 120.
Mine said 125.
I believe it. But in the shop back there, because I had the AC off because they were working on the roof, it got to 100 in like a couple hours. So, I mean, it's weird when you walk out to your lathe and you touch it and it's hot, but it hasn't been running. It's just sitting there. So it'll be really nice that we can do stuff in the summer here. So
Yes.
big deal for us.
You won't have the awkward indoor live streams like we did last summer.
Last summer we barely went out there because it was
Yeah.
so hot. So, all right, well, let's get mixing. We'll get started on the first project. If anybody in the chat has questions, feel free to put them in. Usually everybody in the chat's helpful. If not, Amy will try to answer, and she can always ask us what we're doing or what's going on with that. So we will get started.
Okay.
that's awesome. Roman says he saw the video and he ordered some fun funnels.
Hey, wait, that's a good point. So Amy posted a video a couple days ago where we did these fun funnel color drops, but we did them in these giant, I say giant, they're just long handle tubes. So these are like 12 or 14 inches. And man, it was crazy because they went so fast. But that was a cool video because it showed the way the funnel is. So check out that video. If you do, check it out. Give us a thumbs up on it because we're trying to get it some boosted attention.
We learned an important lesson on that video, didn't we, Chad?
I don't know, did we?
You stoner.
Oh, yeah. Well, what happened is I had 3 tubes ready, and then I had more resin, so I grabbed a 4th tube, but I didn't put any mold release in it. It was a challenge to get out. So, all right, let's get started. We're going to do, let's do the black first. So we're going to do these in part A's first. We're going to put all the part A's in all the colors because, why, Carrie, on these micas?
Oh, because these are a little bit clumpy and hard to mix. So, like, you can kind of see some of the clumps on the stir stick here. You got to stir them really good, so we want a little extra time for that. Chad's doing some head math.
I am. I'm trying to think. We need 22 ounces divided by 4. So that's 5.5 each. That's too hard. So we'll do 6 ounces of each color. So 3 part A.
Okay.
Don't forget that. Now we could mix part A and part B and put the color in, but this will give us a little more time to mix our stubborn colors. That's what we'll call them, stubborn colors. So that's your black.
Stir stick in there.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So this just gives us more time to get those clumps out and wait for them to float up and that kind of thing. We'll still have clumps. That's the downside. This stuff is real weird. Hey, Amy, will you turn off the ice maker?
I don't think they can.
I'm trying to get everyone the right link.
Yeah, you're good. No rush. Come on. So if anyone wonders, I'm tearing in between because we reuse the cups, and every time you use them, they're a little thicker and a little heavier, so they're all a little different. So I'm tearing them to make sure I get the same fresh ounces in each.
It's fun when they've been used because it's real bumpy on the side.
It's a little harder to scrape the bottoms, huh? There's your green, that's your yellow.
There you go.
All right. And I don't talk a lot when I'm pouring because then I over pour, so. Good to go. There's our part A. We'll put part B right here, just so it's ready.
You don't want to mix those two up.
No, and so I'm gonna go back and just kind of Give these extra little stir. The black I'm using is charcoal black, P-Town Subby mica, and then all the rest are egg candies. Plastic pink, Saturn yellow, UFO green.
These are some bright colors. Who picked these?
I think you did.
I didn't pick them.
Amy
did?
picked them.
Nice.
Way to go, Amy.
Good job, Amy.
Woohoo!
All right. And we do have to really watch our temp on these because we want to funnel them into the mold right at the right time so they're not too likely to mix with each other. So these being such bright, like this yellow is so bright it'll take on other colors.
Amy's over there
Jamie
giggling.
said it was a good video and he could vouch for it.
Oh, good.
Jamie said it was a good video. He could vouch for it. That's cute.
They can kind of hear me.
Okay.
Darren says, dang, everybody's beating up on Shad for that. He should dress up as a can of mold release for Halloween. Yeah.
He should.
Mm-mm.
Also, Darren.
All right, I think we're good. We're gonna go ahead and hit B now. I'm gonna start in reverse because these are the hardest to stir in well. How many ounces?
Hey, didn't
3.
you two have a story about the first time you taught Carrie to resin cast?
Are people asking? Or are you just
Yes,
prompt?
I'm
Okay.
asking.
Yes. So I've been working with Chad for 10 years, and in that time, he has shown me many things. One of which was resin casting in the most cruel way possible.
It wasn't cruel. It was just challenging.
So if anybody who does casting out there knows of something called Alumilite white, you might understand where this is going. So it's hot here in Arizona, so things set a little bit faster. We were in a swamp-cooled shop, and he had one of
Way over.
these for me to pour into. This is 12 lengths. This is a lot. And so I was mixing in the color, and I was starting to pour, and he's like, be careful, don't make a mess, be careful. And then it starts getting really, really hot and clumping, and then he starts shouting at me, it's going, you better turn it, you better hurry.
I don't know if I sounded like that, but
That's how I remember it, so that's how it was. And so there's like a cup with it half like solid. It was all globular because
it was like pouring out and just froze and solid. It was only a one color pour, is red.
it was the most stressful thing. And I've worked with you for 10 years, so that's saying a lot.
Alumilite white is very fast.
It was so fast.
Oh, we want to take a temp on these. So we're at 78. So we just want to, we probably want to get these to like 100 at least before we put them in the funnel. Because if we go too soon, they'll have too much time to get to know each other in the mold versus staying apart.
Jamie just sent a super chat that says third mic for Amy fun.
Oh no. Get that Amy mic'd. These DJI mics, I don't know if you can add a third one, so
I am hilarious.
that would be
So there's
chaos having 3 mics.
Yeah, Amy is hilarious.
That'd be a lot of talking. So we're stirring these really well, scraping the top, or not the top, that'd be tough. Scraping the bottom, scraping the sides. It is a little more noisy because they're used cups, but
You don't think any of those little droplets will fall into the resin, do you? Like the dried bits on the side if we're scraping?
no, they should all be pretty firm. I mean, if you scrape at them, they're stuck.
Okay.
That's why you want to stir good so you don't have that next time. These are even reused sticks because, I mean, once they dry, they're just plastic sticks now. So you can reuse your sticks if you want.
They're a hybrid stick.
Yeah. Then you could throw them all in a mold and cast them. All right.
Okay.
What do y'all think of these colors? Pretty good, right? Pretty crazy. 84,
Does that black need to be stirred more?
84. You can keep stirring all of them, yeah. So we still got a little time here.
You should tell a casting story.
Oh, boy. More super chats for a new mic.
Oh no, don't do that. You guys don't have to
GP,
super chat.
stop it.
Look what you've started.
It was Jim that time.
Jim.
That's funny.
Oh,
We
man.
wouldn't know how to hook it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we can do a third mic because our system has 2 mics. It's our little receiver. But we appreciate it either way. I don't really have a casting story because casting, this is going to shock you all, is pretty boring. Like just the stirring and the pouring. There's not a lot of excitement here.
I've cast one time and my story was really entertaining, so.
I can tell you of a great casting thing I watched. If anyone knows Brian Blum, he was doing a live stream and he was mixing something and he went to take a picture with his phone and his phone fell in the resin. That was pretty entertaining.
That's awesome.
And it was funny. The best part was I actually got a cell phone of what he had, like a dead one, and I was going to cast it in a giant block of clear. And then I never did it because, I don't know, I lost it or something.
I think I saw that not too long ago.
It would have been pretty funny. But yeah, just a quick pro tip, like don't put your phone in the resin. It's not good for it.
I don't think a bag of rice would save the phone after that.
No bag of rice would help that, yeah. All right, so again, plastic pink. It's like stirring in powdered sugar. Saturn yellow. And these are all neons. They're not like glow in the darks or anything. They're neons. And they are quite bright, but we're just waiting for that temp now. 89,
These feel like they're getting a little warmer.
87, 89, 91. Green is taking off.
What happened to his phone? Did he let it stay and then turn the phone?
No, I don't remember. I'm
Take
sure
it to Verizon and be like,
I'm
is this
sure
covered
it
under
was just-
warranty?
ruined because that was a long time ago before phones were waterproof like they are now. I mean, now I would just go rinse it off and see if it, although it wouldn't really rinse. You'd have to rinse it with acetone, which would just kill it.
Maybe,
I don't know.
maybe not.
I'll have to ask him.
I
I'm sure
once and it was fine.
I'm sure it killed the phone in some way or another, but
Yeah, we just got another super chat.
oh no, who's
Another
Stop. Stop super chatting.
these super chatters? Super chatty.
Oh man.
So, you know what we could do? We'll talk to Zach. Maybe we can get him to drop his phone in the resin at SWAT.
Oh. That
That would be
pretty
entertaining.
bad.
Or we could just cast a phone and like put a Brian Blum tag on it and send it to him all these years later.
You're gonna have to send him this video so he can relive that trauma.
I'm sure he would love that.
I bet.
All right, let's take the...
That's funny.
Yeah.
Brian is a funny dude, that's for sure. 93, 92, 94, 94. All right, we're almost there. Probably one more stir round and we'll be good. So I'm going to get this fun funnel ready. What I've got here, Jake, these are from Jake. Jake Blanks is his website. This is the XL. It holds 1,200 grams. These hold 600 grams, which is what I need for one pen blank size thickness in my block mold. I'm using the Maker Select Deep Block Mold because I like to have a little extra space on top. Jake included these plugs so it doesn't all run out, although they're getting a little loose based on my cleaning of the tube. So I'm going to have to be real careful when I lift this. I wonder if it's going to fall off. I guess we'll find out. That's what we'll know. And what I've done is I've got our 4-inch plugs here. Well, that one's dirty on the bottom. And I've just got them in a piece of PVC. These are for casting like sphere blanks and stuff. And I'm just using this to hold up my blank, or my funnel, I mean, because this is pretty tipsy. And based on my recent record when I just dumped a cup the other day all over the table, I don't want this tipping. So Carrie, don't spill.
Why
All right.
did you put that out there?
All right, we got another super chat from Mr. Gold.
Mr.
Mr.
Gold.
It says, so how does a mic say, get the girls another mic without it sounding wrong?
Oh no, that's funny.
That's pretty funny.
That's Canadian humor right there. That's hilarious. All right, so Carrie, what we're gonna do,
What we're gonna do.
we're gonna each pour one of these in.
Okay.
I'll do the first one so you can see. They're warming up nicely. Let's see here. Oh, we've got a big surprise coming too. I hope Jake's on here. This is gonna blow his mind. Okay, 99 degrees, so we're good. So scrape off that. Fill it up pretty much to the top. Obviously, don't overfill it. Whoa, you trying to tip me?
You're trying to tip me.
And what I'm going to do,
I got extra.
should I just dump this in here? Let's just dump it right on top. Okay.
We got another super chat from Revo.
Oh boy.
Punishment for not being here for a while, and Amy's mic.
Oh no. You guys are too funny, but thanks for doing that, but you really don't have to. We appreciate it though.
Guess we're getting Dutch Bros again.
Dutch Bros again. So I'm just pouring the little bit of extra in the bottom of my mold because I want to have enough to make a good pen blank. That's good. All right, and now for the big reveal. This is the secret. Jake, if you're watching, eat your heart out, unless you've already done this and I missed it. Spinning mold, fun funnel combo. All right,
Okay.
let's see what our temps are. That already looks cool in there. 101, 104. All right, we're ready. Carrie, are you ready?
Oh my gosh, no. I'm so stressed out.
Carrie, on 3, remove the plug. 3, 2, 1. Oh, look how badass that looks. I'm gonna spin it while we.
Oh my gosh,
That's
does look
so
really
pretty.
Whoa. I don't know if spinning helps. How come I'm only seeing 3 colors? Are we missing one?
I think the green's gone.
Oh, the green and the black are coming out together.
Oh, they're just
Oh no, that might be muddying it.
weird.
It looks cool.
Like, look at those rings. Those are neat.
I don't know if I should spin it, not spin it. We're just gonna let it do its thing. Fun funnel. Eat your heart out, Jake Blanks. I don't know what that means. It's certainly fun.
Man, at the beginning it seemed so separated, and then it like seemed so separated.
I think so what happens, and I can tell you based on that last one I cut, it does murk a little bit. Most of that will be at the top. Usually it's still separated down below.
Those ones that you cut, they looked really cool on the inside.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think they'll be okay. Okay, we are more than full enough for our... All right, there we go. So I'm going to throw this in the pressure pot.
You said spurts this?
Whoop. Yeah, just a little squirt in each cavity. And we're going to drop these in the pot and put it up to like 50 pounds. All right. And that, I mean, you guys let me know. That was fun.
What is
It's
that
not just a
turntable?
clever name. That is Carrie's photo turntable that I stole from the photo booth.
Notice the pink resin on it.
She told me not to get
already.
any resin on it, so I put that paper towel on it to protect it. Clearly it's working.
You did a good job.
It's just a little battery operated turntable, nothing fancy.
Spinning is winning.
Spin to win. What we'll do is everybody who super chatted today, we'll throw one of these blanks in their next order. How about that?
That sounds good. Leave
We
us
won't-
a note on your order.
We won't ship them on their own because that costs more than the blank. But if you order in the near future, whenever, we'll do that.
Listen here.
Sound good?
Yeah, we
That's fine.
aside.
Yeah, we'll set them aside. Okay, that was the black version. Let's see if I had a little extra
Is the
black.
bigger funnel double the size of the smaller red one?
Yes, the XL is 1,200 grams versus 600 grams.
Double the fun.
Double the fun, double the funnel. Let's pull these
Marquetta
back.
says invert the lathe buddy next time on top of the spinner. And then I'm like, Marquetta, have you seen our table?
I don't get it. What do you mean? The table's pretty clean. Is that what you're saying, Amy?
This table?
I feel like
It's art. It's art. This table
art.
surface is art.
Art.
Okay, so we're gonna switch now. We're gonna do white.
That white?
That's why I pushed the black up this white.
Okay.
Although we're gonna add a tiny bit of white dye because that white is not super whitish. It's like more Like the one up top, the
Oh.
big bottle.
Big and
Okay, everybody, this is going to be an exciting round because we're going to do the same thing, but with white. I'm just going to put a drop in here.
okay.
Hey,
Whoop.
Frank.
Here we go.
I do.
Darn it, Carrie. Gosh,
Can't
Carrie.
get good help around here.
Okay, so we're doing 3 ounces of A, 3 ounces of B.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I actually think that's going to look pretty cool. Even though it looked kind of muddy on the surface, I think the underneath is going to be just fine.
All right.
All right. What did you all think of that?
Jamie says the
First
XL
combination.
is 1,000 grams.
Oh, Jamie, Jake told me it was 1,200. Gosh, I can never take that guy anywhere. I'm just kidding. He said he was going to try to jump in the chat, but he was traveling, so
Oh boy.
that
We got
means...
another super chat from Chris.
Chris, what the heck, man? Thank you.
From Chris and Fish and Doggy and Rick Timmerman.
Oh, geez, Rick.
They really want you to have that mic, Aim.
Well, or they were like, hey, a blank, that's a pretty good deal. Either way, it's cool. This is all just like to hopefully get people wanting to cast and have a little fun, so if you get a blank out of the deal, it's pretty cool.
I'm making a mess.
Do you clean the funnel with acetone or denatured alcohol?
Yes.
That's a good question for Jamie too.
Yeah, Jamie might know this better than me, but did I do all of them? Yeah, I just wiped the bottle. I
Here,
cleaned
stir
it.
this.
I cleaned it in acetone. I sprayed acetone in the funnel in the cup here so it doesn't sit while we're doing this. But then I have a little bucket out back that I put it in and slosh it around. And then I dump out the acetone. I run it through it a couple times, and then I rinsed it with water, which is why I think it looks like puke, because it's like the acetone and the plastic of the 3D print maybe didn't get along so well. And then I put it upside down on a paper towel to dry, and then the paper towel stuck to the whole top. So if you see all these little bits of crust on the top, it's not crust, it's paper towel. So I really did a number on it pretty good.
Anita and Jamie are saying denatured alcohol.
Oh, denatured alcohol. I used acetone.
Well, I think that's probably why it turned all crazy.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Denatured alcohol probably is not as harsh as acetone, if I had to guess. But I use acetone because that's what I use to clean up in here. And you can see how good it does on the table surface. So I figured it would work well on the funnel.
Really does wonders on the table.
Yeah. Are we ready to start?
No, that one needs to be stirred more.
These powders, man.
They are.
So you guys can see, you could do this by yourself with 4 colors, but if you put the B in with the A and the mica, it would be hard to stir this by yourself and get all these little bubbles out. So you definitely want to do part A and then get the puffs out, I call them. Or if you can have somebody help you stir it, is a huge help. All right, let's start putting in B. Ready, Carrie?
Yeah. Someone got my gloves messy.
You can switch them so you
Oh,
don't
they're
get
fine.
stuff. Oh, you're good. I don't have anything on my gloves.
Whatever.
All right, 3 ounces. I gotta pay attention.
Yeah, you do.
I know we have a lot of casters that watch because a lot of people, Jake and Jamie, more, but there's so much great information out there if you want to cast. You can really get a leg up by watching everybody on a regular basis because you learn their tricks.
Not to do. Like, don't use acetone.
Yeah, I mean, who would have known? No way to know. I'll tell you one other thing, because I'm sure some casters are looking at these cups, like how this one has purple and green in it, and blue and black and yellow in that one, and they're freaking out. Go back and watch our live from our open house this year of Jim Godoy. And Jim is one of the best casters there is, without a doubt. Like, his colors are the best. And he will show you how he moves from color to color, and he'll mix the sticks and whatever. Doesn't matter. As long as it's like not an overpowering color or a light color, Jim just blows through it and works so fast. And his stuff is some of the best there is. But that's a great demo. It's basic resin casting, but even if you've been doing it a while, you'll learn something from him. That was at the open house.
I was there. I remember. Although I didn't get to watch his demo live. I had to watch it on the video.
Well, you should go watch it. It's really good.
I mean, I have watched it.
Rebo says he goes light to dark colors.
Light to dark, yeah. That's exactly what Jim does. Or is that what he meant? Jim did it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember him saying that in
Amy,
the live.
Can you go turn down the air a couple degrees?
Yeah, it's really toasty in
It's
here.
getting hot in here. Are you hot? If Daniel's hot, you know it's
There's
hot.
like 3 of us in this tiny resin casting
Is that an
room.
inlet or an outlet right there? I can't tell.
I thought it was just me because I'm always
Oh my
I could
God,
get my
no,
little
I'm-
neck fan.
I'm like, whew.
Oh, Charles is in the chat.
Charles Stanley?
I know that guy.
I haven't seen Charles in forever.
Charles is great.
Chris is in the chat. Chris Suzak.
What up,
Hey,
Chris?
Chris.
Smiles and hugs, Chris.
Chris, how you doing? Chris, the maker of the new smocks.
Harold says, I'm giving thanks to all the casters I watch. Tons of thanks. No way would I be having any sort of success without their lead.
Oh man, yeah, you just save so much time and money on learning the lessons the hard way, and everybody sharing all their stuff, especially like Zach and Jake, they do it every week, so you get all kinds of good stuff for casting. I've been casting a long time, but I don't cast for live streams or videos all the time, so they're really good at it.
What's the riffraff up to? Amy's giggling over
I
there.
was giggling because Jamie said, I got a notification today that I got a little sum train up tomorrow between 11 and 1.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
I
good.
wonder what could be in there.
Nothing.
I hope you guys put a riffraff sticker in there. I don't know if we did. But did we have them when we shipped that?
I packed
We
it.
did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know if we put it in there, but we definitely
Oh,
have.
no.
Listen, it was more than 2 minutes ago, so I don't remember.
We might have
but
to
I'm
send you
hoping I
another
did.
package with some stickers.
I think
That's
I
funny.
put a sticker or 2 in there. I don't remember. Jamie, sorry if there's not. Let me know.
We'll figure it out. All right, let's see what the temp is. Look how white this white is. I don't know if you see that on there. That is like nice and bright white.
The Shiro white.
Shiro white with a couple drops of Alumilite white dye. You could use any white dye. Speaking of white dye and other dyes, we will have Resin Works pigments here pretty soon. I think they're on the way, or they're going to be on the way real soon.
Exciting.
So we'll be playing with those. We'll be doing some fun funnel with those. Maybe not fun funnel, but something. All right, we're at 89, 87, 87, 87. So, yes,
Sorry,
Go ahead.
we just got some chat that's relevant.
let's hear it.
Jennifer said, do you know what filament these are printed in, as I've seen Jake is selling the files? And the answer to that question is PLA.
So
PLA
Jake prints the funnels in PLA plus. Does that sound right? Our resident 3D printer says correct.
Which
I'm
one did you
sure.
post her?
Any of them. I'm sure if you send Jake a message and ask him, he'll answer you. Or if Jamie knows, he would answer.
They're saying that it's listed on the site. And then
Oh,
they're
okay.
saying it's PETG for the honeycomb plate.
PTG, yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yep.
And then we got a question, is the white heavier?
So the question is, the white heavier? If we just did a bunch of white pigment or dye, it would be, but I didn't put very much in it, so it shouldn't be enough to change it. The white mica is not heavier than any other mica. In fact, the white mica is probably lighter than those neons for whatever
It's a
reason.
lot lighter
They
than
seem
the
really
neons.
dense. So I don't think the white will play a role. Like normally the white sinks through stuff, but I don't think that'll be the case here. If it is, we'll find out. It didn't do it on the last one, so I think it's okay.
Marquetta says it will resonate with everyone.
It does
With
resonate.
the
with
puns.
you. Very good, very good. All right. So let's get the next fun funnel out. Carrie, how do you think it went on the last fun funnel deployment?
Oh, it was fun.
Like, I think your plug removal just be a little smoother. You were a little nervous. I could tell you were like
she
shaking.
said, "Oh, I'm really stressed." Right before she pulled.
I was told to be on my best behavior because we're live.
So, well, yeah. So you guys can see like there's resin on the bottom, and the inside is. This one's not bad. The other one's super dirty from my cleaning, but this one I just ran the acetone through and it didn't do as bad. The other one I like sloshed it around in the bottom and I think it just got goop in it from the cleaning of the resin.
Okay.
So this one has only been used twice. The other one's been used 3 times. This one I have not used at all because I was trying to do pen blanks and this is such a big boy. I'll probably use that on some of Jake's handle blanks here soon.
Okay.
Handle blank molds. Uh-oh.
What?
The 2 silicones got like suction to each other on the bottom. All right, let's see where we're at temp. Pay attention, Carrie. 95.
You pay attention.
I'm gonna move this pot off. Ugh. Fresh pot. Okay. We're ready. I just prepped that way if we're down to crunch time here at the end, we don't have to like move a pot and pick up a pot and whatever. 97, 98, 94, 100. All right, give them a final stir and get rid of the stick. Oh yeah, I can feel it getting warm.
Jamie says, "Yeah, you could just grill them out though if you wanted."
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you probably could just let it cure inside there, like let it drain out and cure, and then just drill new holes and it would be good as new. And then you know what would happen is the bottom of the funnel would get pointy and it would all come off and that would look cool. The way it comes down.
Like the inside of a cave.
Did you pressurize the first pot?
Yes. Who said that?
Fishing doggy.
Oh man, you scared me.
That was
I
good.
did. That was a good one. I did though. I did.
Oh, all the sticks.
Yeah, go ahead and get them all
Sure.
out of there.
I feel like I know
Why'd you throw it
the
away?
name.
Because I didn't have a place for the white.
Oh.
Fishing doggy, who are you? We can't remember.
Fishing doogie.
Fishing doogie. It must be Dugan. Last name Dugan, maybe? Doogie. All right. Close up, please.
So dramatic.
Activate.
Jamie says you're pouring early. Jake usually pours at 105.
Oh.
Activate the spinner mold. Da, 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 da. Jamie, don't tell me what to do. I'm American, man.
Brian, that's who it is.
Oh, Brian, yeah.
Yeah,
104, 103. Are we close enough, Jamie? I don't want to. I'm just
No.
kidding. 105. We're hitting it. So let's pour these in the nozzles.
Ooh, that poured fast.
Yep.
You want it in the bottom?
Yeah. Oh no, I went overboard. Yeah.
That got a laugh. You don't tell me what to do.
Good. Somebody has to. Carrie, you're dripping on the floor. I'm gonna step in that.
No.
Will you grab a paper towel for that so I don't
I'd
step in it?
recommend not stepping in it.
Oh, I wasn't.
That's it, it's just off.
That's what'll end up
You're
happening.
gonna give away the secret.
All right, that should be good.
Okay.
Now you have to tell the secret.
Okay. Prepare to be funneled.
After we funnel, I'll tell the secret. Oh my gosh, it looks like it's gonna fall. Are
Carrie,
you ready?
That looks pretty cool.
Are you ready?
on
It's
one.
not like scoosh it in the middle a
No,
little bit.
on one. Okay, we're gonna 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Okay, I'm
4, 3. Oh, you went. Oh, whoa! Look how cool it looks. I kind of want to just stay in the middle. What do y'all
Yeah,
think?
just stay in the middle.
Yeah.
Look at
I
that.
agree. Stay
It's
in
like
the middle.
waves.
Right?
Oh,
Darren?
man.
These colors are.
We're getting cool cells in there.
Sorry I went early on you. That was too long of a countdown.
It was only 10
It
seconds.
was way too long.
We should get some cool spirals in these blanks.
That's gonna be cool.
See, I think with resin casting, we all want to like move it and stir it and do stuff, but sometimes less is more.
It looks like tie-dye.
It does look like tie-dye. Yes. It looks like those acrylic paintings that people do where they just like splash it.
Somebody says, not sure if Jake was watching, whether he would laugh or cry.
Well, that's just it. Like, we can all do the same thing, and it'll all be different because we all do things a little different. Alrighty, let's get her in the pot.
I feel like that.
This one is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't spin.
Yeah. So, Super Chatters, you may end up with one of these if they come out good. All right.
I mean, Jamie says it's awesome, and I feel like Jamie is Jake adjacent.
Yeah, he's part of the crew. Saturday morning crew tunes.
Jake and Jamie in the morning.
Yeah, so we were talking about those resin casters, Jake and Jamie, Saturday morning cartoons. Saturday mornings at like, I don't know, our time it's like 7 or 8 in the morning, but in Texas I think they're at 9. Zach is on Saturdays at like 1 p.m. Nevada time, whatever that is. So if you guys are into resin casting or want to get into resin casting, of course subscribe here first and then head on over to those guys and subscribe. And you can get all these molds and goodies at Turner's or wherever else you need them. What time is it, Amy? How are we doing on time?
Oh, you have plenty of time. It's only been 43 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
We got 608 Woodworks in the chat. First time making it to the live stream. Woo!
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Welcome.
Way to go.
Did we already mention, or should we mention that these are on sale this week?
Oh, I didn't even mention that.
Yeah, so we've got Eye Candy and P-Town MIca are 15% off. And then Maker Select molds, right, Amy?
Yes.
What? Sorry, I was.
Amy was
watching
paying
the
attention.
chat.
Maker Select molds are 15% off as well. They're all linked on the front page, so or on the newsletter that Amy sent out.
I feel like we have time. We got to do one more thing,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, totally.
And by one more thing, I mean XL funnel.
Oh boy!
So, besides, we probably need more blanks because there's been a lot of super chatters
Do
today.
you need this to?
Yeah. And we'll reuse one of those plugs.
I feel
I'll
like
wipe
you
it
gotta
out.
not spin it again because that was cool.
Now, the question should be, are we going to do like handles or another block or one of these? What should
One
we
of those.
cast?
One of those.
One of these, huh?
A big boy.
What do you think? You in? Daniel says yes. All right, 1,200 grams. Let me think. That's like 42 ounces. 42 ounces. Are we doing the same colors or different colors?
I think we should do different.
Blue.
Hey, let's let people pick. We'll take it out of Zach's book. If you want one of these blanks and you want to pick a color, you can super chat. That way you get a color pick and you get a blank, if that makes sense.
What about some ghost colors? Would those
What about ghosts would
mix
look?
too much?
I think we need to do, I think a blue is a good idea, this one here. But
Oh, yeah.
let's see if anybody is interested in this, and then we can decide.
It's 1,000 grams. not
1,000
1,200.
grams.
Thanks, guys.
1,000 grams. That's
Also,
probably,
I think maybe you said the time wrong because everybody's saying the time. Texas is 10 a.m. for Jake.
oh, no wonder. I have to get up so early to watch it, but it's like 7 a.m. here. It's on a Saturday, that's even earlier.
Legit. Jamie just super chatted and he says, let Amy pick.
Oh, no.
Amy picked these. Daniel, what do you think?
I like the blue.
Blue?
Okay.
All right, we should have
Hot
some.
pink
Hot,
And
you're
hot
picking hot
pink?
pink?
is my pick. It's hot pink.
Okay.
Almost
Okay.
fell on my butt.
Yep. Okay. So I need a quick conversion. 1,000 grams to ounces. Anyone?
We also got a teal.
Huh?
Teal.
Teal?
How about
Teal.
turquoise?
Teal would be that, or actually, there's teal right there. Isn't that
yes.
teal?
Aw, Darren, thanks.
So we got a teal,
Oh,
a
this
pink.
is mint green. This will work.
That's the teal, though.
Yeah.
He just doesn't call it teal, but it's teal.
Are
Okay.
we using these cups?
Well, for the hot pink, we are.
Okay.
We'll set those up.
If somebody else sends another color, we can get rid of hot pink.
Okay.
hot pink's fine.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Ghost gold.
Ghost Gold. I know who that was.
It wasn't Mr. Gold.
It wasn't Mr. Gold? Okay.
It
So
was
we got-
Lelia.
We got
It was who?
Lelia?
Leah?
I probably
Leah?
said that wrong.
So we got Ghost Gold, teal, hot pink.
Lelia.
I thought we weren't doing hot pink, we were doing ghost gold instead. We can throw hot pink in there too.
Well, we need one more color. So we got a blue, a green, a ghost gold. Anyone? Anyone? Just throw out a color. Mueller.
Purple.
You don't think that's too much blues and purples?
What is too much blues and purples?
Oh.
I don't know.
All right, hold on. I gotta catch up. You guys. Darren sent towards coffee or ice cream next week.
Oh, Darren.
Stop it.
Come on, Darren.
We got a super chat from Mike Doyle. He chose teal. We got that.
Good job,
Lilia, Ghost Gold. And then Marquetta said, woohoo, bless the new guy with the blank and for the mic fund.
Okay, okay.
And then we got Anita says orange.
And another for orange.
Oh, orange. That's awesome. Let's do
Saffron orange instead of the purple.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Nailed it.
perfect. You guys nailed
Ooh,
it.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, did anyone do 1,000 grams to ounces?
No.
Because these are way big cups. I think these are too big.
What is it?
1,000 grams to ounces.
Sorry, my
Wait, so I think we need to do pen blanks then so we can ship these. So
Okay,
this,
yeah.
this is a great idea, but not for this particular. So let's do, let's throw this guy a plug.
Hey, we know this guy.
Jake Blanks. I've not heard of him before. Jake makes silicone.
He's new to the game, right?
We carry these blanks. We carry Jake's silicone in pen blank, block mold, handle mold, bottle stopper. We also carry a P-Town subby in silicone, as well as a couple others. We got some Zach stuff in silicone. And then, of course, all the HDPE is our stuff that we make because I like HDPE. So
We do have P-Town HDPE too.
we do have some P-Town HDPE still, yeah. All right, so I just gave that a little squirt so I didn't cover the table. Okay,
Someone did put it in the chat. It was 35.
35 ounces.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, 35 divided by 4. Carrie?
Nope. Nope.
Come on.
You do not want to rely on me doing head math
Oh.
for real right now.
Huh?
She can do it.
35 divided by 4, Carrie?
Listen, 8.75.
5.
Yeah.
So we need 9 ounces. I think these are 9 ounce cups.
No, those are probably like 8-ounce cups. All right, we need cups.
We're going to use the big cups because that's all I got.
Okay.
So that'll be easy. There's blue.
And need one more.
I need one more. That's clear. That's clear.
Okay.
Okay, so good choices, everybody. Let's go through the colors one last time. Teal, ghost gold,
I'm gonna keep these.
orange. This is saffron orange. Look at this thing.
That's a pretty orange.
And then sapphire blue. So that's a good choice.
These were my high school colors.
Sapphire blue was.
The blue and the orange.
And then we're going to use Jake's Fun Funnel XL. Look at that big. As a, oh, wait. That's going to make double.
Yeah, you got to get another mold.
So I need 2 molds. All right, well, we'll use.
Do you have a bottle stopper one up there of Jake's?
Yep. But that
Nope.
messes up my calculation.
I don't know what to tell
All right,
you
we'll just
about
fill it
that.
up and then we'll call it good. Everybody
right.
cool with that?
Fill her
We're
up.
on a whim here because we have extra time.
I feel like we still have people picking colors, and we didn't get to everyone.
Oh, sorry guys, but you get a blank. If you picked a color, you'll still get a blank at least. Okay, so we need a shelf. So we're gonna use this. This is one of our little pot racks from P-Town. It's well used, as you can see.
Brand new out the box.
Brand new 10 years ago. But the shelves kind of move around, so that's handy. So we got that ready. I'll pull up that pot when we're closer. So let's mix resin, Carrie.
Let's do it. I've been
I'm gonna
just
set this
waiting on
aside.
you.
There's the. All right, what was our total? 9 ounces per. So we're doing 4.5 per color.
You
And
should
we are-
learn not to ask me about numbers.
We are using the largest cups possible for the smallest amount of resin. This is what happens when you have extra time. Trouble. Riffraff.
Yeah, well, that is the name of the game.
Oh, don't let the resin pop the cap off the funnel.
You mean because it's tall? Because it's like so much
Yeah,
pressure?
'cause it's weight.
Yeah, I might hold this one while we fill it so we don't have to have it in the tube. We'll see. That's a good call. Has that happened before? Is that why somebody said that?
I don't know. Darren was the one who suggested that.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more pressure with the weight of the resin.
Thanks, Bruce. Bruce also super chatted just to get in the game.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.
You got a blank.
And Brian, Fish and Doogie.
Thanks, Brian.
You guys, if you super chatted, just next time you order, say, hey, I super chatted, throw me in a blank so we remember. Because otherwise, we won't remember.
Yeah.
I'll go back and keep track though and pull all the blanks.
Okay. Because this is just for having some fun. All right. There's our part A's. What color do I need? Blue?
Blue and orange.
Darren said, haven't seen it happen. I'm just trying to limit the excitement of the stream.
Yeah, we can't handle that kind of excitement. I don't want to get the table dirty, Darren, so I appreciate it.
That would be a bummer.
This blue, check out this sapphire blue. You see that? Ooh-wee. It's like super nice blue. All right, so these are not the neons. These stir a lot easier. So we're going, Carrie, we're going right to B.
Well, this ghost is a little bit clunky.
The ghost is a little bit like the neon.
We also don't forget to spray the mold with mold release.
I did give them a little squirt.
Lesson
Nice one,
learned.
Chris.
There's one at every party.
They're just watching out for you, Chad.
All right, 4.5. Do, 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 do. Nothing
So
like
much
having the
stirring.
tall, full bottle here. All right.
Is there glitter in the resin?
There's not glitter. These are micas, so they have the pearlescence.
And the ghost gold is pretty. Like, it's got the gold.
Yeah, the ghost gold will look good next to whatever color it is because the ghosts are the interference colors and they kind of work off what they're near. And I think that's going to make it really cool in this particular fun funnel instance. All right, hopefully I zeroed that one because I started talking.
That's what happens.
I guess we'll find out. Excuse me. And you guys can see on my bottles, I always write B on the cap and the bottle. That way, when I'm picking stuff up, it's easy to tell. Because there was a time on a live stream where I put the A in twice. And it wasn't that great. I mean, we were able to catch it and fix it. But luckily, somebody went back and looked to make sure because I was like, I think I put the A in twice. Or something happened. I don't remember exactly. But we caught it and we were able to change it up.
You were talking too much.
Probably.
Question on color drops from Darren.
Yeah.
Have you done colors and then dropped clear into it? Just curious if it would work or just be messed up.
So the question was, have we done colors and then drop clear into it? We kind of do that with a few of our colors, like our Hot Wheels and our Hurricane. And you don't see the clear much, so it kind of doesn't do the same effect. It gives you a lot of cool depth in the blank, but it's totally different than the color drop. The kind of idea of the color drop is that you have this like swirly sculpture encased in clear. So you wouldn't really have that kind of a thing the other way around.
This one looks like a lot more than this one.
That was a thicker bottom from
Okay.
being poured multiple times. It was way heavier.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's what's misleading in your brain. Although when we fill it up, if there's a bunch left over, somebody might have messed it up.
Somebody.
So Darren, you could do it and it would probably look cool, but it wouldn't be nearly like a color drop effect. It would be more of just like a cool way the swirl would end up. Okay, we're gonna pour the pen blanks first. And I've got this.
I would not know anything about doing A times 2.
Yeah, no one that casts has ever done that. Especially multiple times. This is why I hate the 5-gallon pots. They're so heavy.
Just got to work on arm day.
Whew. Work it out. I think this will fit in here. Let me do a test fit. Yep. The 2.5-gallon pot rack fits in the 5-gallon, just in case anyone was wondering. What are our temps, Carrie?
Not hot yet.
84. Here's the Ghost Gold. Now, on its own, it's actually pretty cool. Is that a good spot? Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool looking, but once it's next to a dark color, it'll really bring out the shimmer.
I think this green here has some like gold undertones to it.
Yeah, it's like it's called mint green, but it's teal. Everybody has to come up with their name, so it's kind of a whatever, but it does have a really cool reflective property.
This blue is really pretty too.
It's almost like a liquid metallic looking color, but it's not. It's just a regular mica. All right, let's check these. 86, 87, 85. Oh, we got plenty of time. 86. All right.
Now, when you use the ghost colors or interference colors, what do you usually do?
So usually we'll mix several colors with one dark color, and that way you get all those colors with the reflectives and then that one dark streak. That's how the abalone blanks are made. Zach makes really great ones of those, probably the best, because he uses the most ghost colors. And the more ghost colors you add with a little bit of black, it really looks good. So you can do that. We make a purple one that's purple. Do we just call it purple abalone?
Yep.
Purple abalone. And instead of black, we use purple, and it's really cool. But you just have to have that dark to like kind of interfere with the color. And that's why I think they call them that. It interrupts it and makes it go from a light to a dark. And it shows, the gold you can kind of see is gold, but like if I was mixing red or blue in here, it would just look kind of white. So
You need the contrast to show.
you need the darkness to set off the color, so to speak. And that's just science. I'm just spouting science off.
Some might call you a scientist.
Practically a scientist over here. Actually, I'm kind of the opposite. I don't know how any of this works. I just want it to look cool and make cool stuff. That's my only goal. So other people are way more technical, and that's perfect because I don't care. Like, I don't really care how they make this work. It just looks cool, and that's what I want to do, is make a cool blank, because I always say if you start with something cool, it's easier to make something cool. And that's why having good blanks is a key.
This one feels like it's getting a little bit warmer.
A little warmer?
Not much, though.
91.
Maybe in the 90s.
90. 94. Almost 95. 90. So that one we must have poured first. Now, sometimes when you mix micas, certain colors will like heat up way faster. I remember Caster's Choice had an orange that when you poured it in, it just like started getting hot right away. So something in the orange.
Was that also called blaze orange?
Might have been.
That's funny.
Yeah. And like it doesn't heat up any faster than normal, but that one did for whatever reason. So just check your temps often so you know where you're at.
Science, that's why.
Yeah, it was just scientifically proven. It was scientifically proven to heat up faster by heating up faster.
Chad Schimmel, the science guy.
No, hardly. I always say that with the machines too. Like a lot of guys get into like their CNC machines and working on them and fixing them. I don't care about any of that. I just want it to cut stuff when I'm wanting to cut.
This is a good question.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of pressurizing the pot? Seems to me if you wanted to eliminate bubbles, you would apply a vacuum.
Yeah, so that is true. Vacuum draws out air and draws out bubbles, but it doesn't remove all of them. Pressurizing, now we're going back into the the details here.
Science.
Pressurizing takes the bubbles and the air pockets, because obviously we're stirring in air and we're pouring in air, and it compresses them so small we can't really see them. And if you want to see how that works, if you pressurize your pot and then take the pressure off before the resin cures, you'll have these giant, like, they look like bubblegum bubbles, because those bubbles are so pressurized that they expand even more than the original, which I don't know why that happens, but it's kind of cool. But that's why we pressurize it. You'll have very few, if ever, bubbles if you do it right. Whereas vacuuming, you can pull out a lot of the air but still have air in there somehow. And the other thing is you can't vacuum all molds. Like a lot of these silicone molds, as you vacuum them, they'll start to collapse and move in on you. So there's just a lot of reasons, but pressure is always... Oh, I got rid of it. We're about to pour.
Okay.
About to pour.
Ralph also says the bubbles rising through the resin may mess up the look of the blanks.
Yeah, that's true. It could totally do that. So there's a place for vacuuming, like for stabilizing and doing other things. We put this in here, as long as it doesn't tip it over. Yeah, vacuuming we typically use for our stabilizing. Now that being said, if you're gonna pour silicone like these molds are made out of, you can vacuum the silicone to pour the air out, pull the air out, because you have time to do that, and it's good for it. Okay, we're at 103, 99, 99, 97. So that teal is definitely hotter. Did we start with teal? I don't remember.
I think so, yeah.
100, 100.
How is this going to work with you holding it and pouring?
So what we'll do, we'll get rid of this for the sake of,
Yeah.
I'll hold the cap on when I pick it up, but I'll just hold it. So you'll do the filling.
Ready?
Yeah, I mean, how could I not be ready? Because we don't have to do it right away. We can, uh-oh, that's not a good sign. We may not have enough for a second pour. Although that's a lot of resin still. Don't mess it up, Carrie.
I mean, it looks about the same amount.
At least I didn't do the math if it's messed up here. Cool colors, everybody.
Mr. Gold says, hold it down in the center of the block mold.
Oh,
Oh, that would have been smart,
that
but
would have been smart.
too late. Come on, Mr. Gold. We need those tips early. Karen, I'm going to have you turn on the thing because I don't know where the button is. Oh, you're spilling into
Oh,
the
shit,
other one.
sorry.
That's all right. Oh, Carrie, you almost made it.
Listen, I did my best. Okay.
All right, so we're doing this so we can do pen blanks for everybody. Yeah, that would have been nice to put it in the block mold, then you just pick it up and start pouring.
He says, come on, it takes time to type.
Ooh, this is warming up.
Okay.
Here, take a temp real quick on top. Oh, I think you
No.
missed it.
I can't see it.
105, 112. Okay, let's
Okay.
go.
Ready?
Carrie, go. 3, 2, 1.
Ah!
Oh, look at those colors. All right, this is going to look pretty cool.
That's really pretty mix.
Oh, those are good colors.
Yeah,
Look at that gold take on the orange and the teal.
so pretty. You guys picked good colors. Are we gonna need this?
Oh, yeah, shoot. No, I'm just going to move over there. I didn't realize it was getting so full.
Okay.
We didn't get to spin it, but that's good enough.
Amy's over there giggling. How much you got left in there?
I don't know. Is there a lot?
I mean, I'm not that tall. No, it's almost gone.
Okay. Well, we got 2 bottle stoppers. I don't think we're going to get a third.
And a ring blank.
And a ring blank, yeah. Although no, we might get a third. It's still going. Look at that orange just dominate over here.
Cool.
That is cool looking. And look, it's not moving at all. That's great.
I'm gonna say have fun getting that on the tray.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. All right, I think we got 3. Just another second. Oh, we're past the line. So one cool thing Jake does is put little lines on the inside of his molds so you can see where it's at. And we are past that one, so. Ooh, I did not consider. Here we go.
Oh my gosh. My photo spinner is going to be destroyed.
See, silicone, I've got my reasons for loving HDPE. And this floppy silicone is one of them. Now, in all fairness, Jake sells these little trays that are really handy. And I feel bad because I may even have one. But
That would have been helpful.
I'm not used to it because I use mostly HDPE for everything. So, that being said, we made it. We made it. All right, let's get this in here. I think this is going to be a cool color. Oh, as long as I can reach down in here without spilling it. We made it inside. Whew. It is hot in here, people. Okay.
All right.
How are we on time, Amy? Did we do it?
Yeah, 2:07. So
Oh, we made it. All right, we got 3 really cool blocks in, and I think you guys picked some cool colors. Hopefully everybody will give some casting a try if it's something you're into, but I will say this, don't buy casting stuff unless you're going to cast a lot, because it's a lot of expense to get started, and you need to make sure it's worth it. If you don't want to get into casting, there's a lot of cool blank makers out there, and you can get really cool blanks, so make sure you think about it before you jump. But we got cool blanks here. We'll put some on the website. We have those colors we showed at the first on the website. And then everybody who super chatted, if you put a note on an order, we'll throw one in. So thanks for doing that. Carrie, hold on. Think about what you want to say. Wait till this is done. This is a giant pot, so it takes a while to fill up. Okay, Carrie,
Yeah.
shout out of the week.
Well, Amy kind of already did it.
Well, I know, but you got to be like, it's time for Carrie's shout out of the week. And then you got to be all like, Carrie's shout out of the week. You got to do it to the camera.
I didn't rehearse.
Well, give it a try.
Okay.
Now we have hashtag Mike for Amy.
Mike for Amy.
Hashtag Mike for Amy. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. You didn't have to. No, stop it. I'm doing my thing.
It's time for
Oh my
Carrie's
gosh.
shout out of the week.
It's the worst. Carrie's shout out of the week. Thank you for everybody who super chatted. Darren, you're the best for the coffee. JP and Anita from last week, you guys are the best. This was really fun, a lot less stressful than the last time that I had to resin cast with Chad. So that was good.
And look, this is a good sign when you have all these cool color cups laying everywhere. So,
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, any final questions, comments, or concerns, Amy?
No. Can we get the name of Julian's new Etsy store? I can't remember off the top of my head, but his name is Turns, Burns, and More.
Turns, burns, and more.
Is he
and
not
I know
in the
he
chat?
posted it on his Facebook page.
Okay.
He's not here today.
Oh.
And then Roman says, when do we get to see the results?
Probably tomorrow we'll post some pictures or maybe a short or something.
We'll do a video tomorrow, like a little short video.
We'll leave these in overnight. It's like 2 something now, so we don't want to pull them when we leave at 5 or 6. It's too quick, so we'll pull them in the morning and show everybody.
Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Shout out to Daniel for working the camera. That was awesome.
Anything we missed that you make up, Daniel? No? Good.
Everything's good.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the super chats. You didn't have to do that, but we appreciate it. JP, you rock. Let us know what you think of your box tomorrow if it arrives. Hopefully you don't get walloped with the tariffs on it.
Why would you say that out loud?
Well, we put a value of like $7,000 on it so that he got really nailed with tariffs, even though it's worth like $10.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you mess with your friends now. You just send them a package with a value.
That's harsh.
All right, don't really do that.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. See you next time. We'll be back in the shop with Dane next time, turning a live edge bowl. Awesome. And I think it's even going to be a wet live edge bowl till the end. He's going to turn a finished one so it can warp.
Awesome.
I'm pretty sure that's what he was saying. So it'll be a lot of fun. All right, anything else, Amy? Last call. Last call.
Thanks to all the super chatters. You guys are awesome.
And we're
And
out.
there was a lot of riffraff happening in the chat today, and I loved it.
All right, Daniel, kill it.